Here's Healthwise with Karen McKay.
Breast cancer is the second leading cancer death in women overall, behind skin cancer, but it is the leading cause of cancer death among Hispanic women. Dora Sanchez of Plainview says she is so glad she made the time for a mammogram, which found her cancer, and she's grateful that she could benefit from a new procedure in Lubbock to take it out.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Dora Sanchez says it was scary enough to learn she had breast cancer, but even worse to consider what was first recommended.
And when I was addressed with that, I said, no, I can't do that. You know, emotionally, I don't know if I could handle it.
Losing a breast.
Losing a breast.
A second opinion brought her to Dr. Rakshanda Rahman, a surgeon and medical director of the UMC Cancer Center.
I remember her telling me, she said, I can save your breast.
A lumpectomy is often recommended for women who find breast cancer at an early stage. Dr. Rahman is using a new technique to find and remove the lump with less discomfort to the patient, meaning no more inserting a wire to mark the cancer before the surgery.
When we used to have wires, first of all, wire exit out of the breast, so it's like sticking out, like a flagpole. There is about 20% fainting spell rate with that kind of thing.
The new Molli technique instead uses a tiny magnet the size of a sesame seed, which is injected into the breast to mark where the cancer is.
It's so tiny, and it can be done a few days before surgery. Under local anesthesia, they get this procedure, they go home. So when the day of surgery, when they come, they straight away come to the operating room.
That's when the surgeon uses a Molli wand to find the magnet, pinpoint the cancer, and any surrounding tissue that should be removed as well.
Let's say that the tumor is here and the Molli is here. So I can make a decision that I need only 1 centimeter in front, but I need 5 in the back. So I don't need to take anything more than I absolutely have to.
So you're excited about this advance?
I'm very excited about this.
UMC Cancer Center is where Dora came to have her cancer removed using the Molli technique. It was same-day surgery after the magnet was injected at a convenient time on an earlier day.
I can't say enough how thankful and grateful I am.
And we were there when she received some good news.
Today found out that I don't have to have chemo. I was just like so happy.
Now, Dora has a strong message for her 3 daughters and others about taking the time to look for breast cancer.
I said it won't happen to me because, you know, I'm pretty healthy. You know, but it could happen to anybody. We're not exempt from anything.
Remember, it was a mammogram that found Dora's breast cancer. The American Cancer Society now recommends that yearly test for every woman over age 45 and earlier if she has a family history of the disease.